Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Crack TV, the only show with an incredible moniker hosted by an android from deep within the bowels of a government facility. With me as always is my co-host, clips of people screaming. How you doing today, Clippy? Hey, we've all been there, man. In accordance with a recent court mandate, today's topic is the 9 lamest attempts to cash in on the election. As we near November 4th with a crumbling economy, polarized voter base, and no new Tupac albums on the horizon, it's become apparent that quite a bit is riding on this election. That's why it's comforting to know that even now, there are those out there who will set aside political differences to try and make a cheap buck off of some tacky bullshit. People like... If you've ever tuned into a presidential debate and had the overwhelming urge to lick the screen, you might be powerfully insane. Or... you might just be the imaginary market for Kai's Candy's McCain and Obama lollipops. Lickable treats featuring grotesque imitations of the human form. Seriously, they look like anime versions of a fat baby and Black Jimmy Stewart. But not to worry. Your deformed, retarded candies were each handmade by Japanese artisans using centuries-old candy-making techniques. You know what else is a centuries-old technique? Trepanation. And it's about as appetizing as rubbing my tongue on McCain's face until it sloughs off into my mouth. The group of people who would want to buy paper dolls of the candidates probably breaks down something like this. Little girls who are extremely political and can't use a computer printer. I add the last caveat because, and correct me if I'm wrong, paper doll enthusiasts, but I'm pretty sure that I can print this image out and avoid paying $8 for a laser printed sketch. Soon the P2P paper doll networks will take over and bring down the whole industry. I just feel bad for renowned paper doll artist Tom Tierney, whose passion for drawing Obama as an effeminate Sears model will soon have no outlet. Okay, so this nun, living in Rome, who's 106 years old and hasn't voted since 1952, just registered so that she could vote for Obama. I'm sorry, can I say something? This is a type of behavior that really pisses me off. It's a cheap, tawdry attempt to grab headlines by a sick media whore who is also a nun. What's your agenda? You say you want a leader with a good family life, who has the ability to govern. You say Eastern people are not like us. Well, that's all well and good, Cecilia, but why don't you tell us the truth? This is all just a game to you, taking the news-reading populace for a joyride while you blast through your golden years on a cocaine-fueled fame train. To quote the late Paul Simon, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. You make me sick. Sister. Selling t-shirts emblazoned with whatever happens to be going on at the time is nothing new, but a few election-themed clothing items are lame enough and obvious enough to deserve mention. I give you the montage of crappy election clothing.
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando.
Wait, what? Jesus! What? Why? Why would you? No! No! God damn it! And fellas, if you've ever wanted your junk to distend Sarah Palin's face or poke Barack Obama in the side of the head, you're in luck. And for you hardcore crack fans, don't worry. I already bought Dan the Palin thong. Alright, before we go into this one, I want to warn you guys. The site I'm about to show you contains glitter gifts. Oh, and rhyming. And no less than 2 cringe-worthy slogans, 4 watches that are the wristbound equivalent of commemorative hockey plates and run you $30 a pop, and a glaring use of the stereotypical urban font, which... am I the only one that finds that a teensy bit racist? The makers suggest that with their watches, you'll always know what time it is. Time for a change. I have to ask, were the hands really necessary? I mean, it seems like a sticky note would have worked. Also, what are your human interactions like? Excuse me, do you have the time? Time for a change! Yeah, but, I have to catch a bus, so... time for a change? So, you know... time for a change! West Wing Waffles attempts to cash in on the West Wing name, as well as the concept of political waffling, which, if you'll recall, was funny 4 years ago. Apparently, they had a lot of waffle mix left after making fun of Kerry, so rather than come up with a new product, they just changed the name to Obama Waffles and set up a new website. But don't worry. They still kept the Kerry art from 2004. And surprisingly, Obama's likeness appears nowhere on the waffles since it's actually a waffle mix, which means that you're basically buying a box of waffle mix online for $10. What's wrong with you? You know, you're the type of person that'd buy moose-shaped pasta just because the box had a picture of Palin on it. Damn it. Well, at least it comes with a free superhero card. What? That makes no sense! You make no sense, political waffle website! At least this tripe is ignored by all but the lowest forms of media. Did anyone watch Saturday Night Live during the period after Tina Fey left, but before she came back? I'm not saying that their 100 sketches about Sarah Palin aren't funny. I'm just saying Amy Poehler's probably getting a little tired of playing a straight woman to the person that she was supposed to be replacing. Oh, and before you start accusing me of hypocrisy, until very recently, I had exactly one political piece on Crack.com. It nominated Samuel L. Jackson for the presidency based on the following platform.
Protect your head. Use your arms.
In the last 3 months, I've written 5 political articles, live blogged 3 debates, and devoted an entire episode of my new show to political merchandise. You know what else? I use gold bricks to polish my Porsche. Doesn't work very well, but fuck it. I've got 12. But before you go blaming me, in the last 30 days, 10 out of 15 of the top Doug items involve the election. That's 2/3, enough to override a presidential veto. As our editor put it in a company-wide memo, just slap McCain, Palin, and a third item of your choice together. I chose bacon, and guess what? So thank you, Dig, for telling us exactly what you want to hear. Here's to November 4th, when we'll go back to video games, movies, and anything that happened during the 90s, like, I don't know, ring pops? And remember, you can still get your very own Barack straight from the Crack.com store for only $9.99. Buy 2 and get a free McCain. Clippy loves his, don't you, Clippy? Right. Isn't that always the way? That does it for this week, folks. And remember, if you want to help pick next week's topic, just write your idea on a slip of paper, fold it horizontally 8 times, tie it to the leg of a northbound carrier hawk, and await further instructions. And if a shaman in a silver robe tries to get you to pay return postage, don't listen to him, it's a scam. I've been your host, Bot Michael S.W.A.I.M. Allow me to play you out.
Sexto arigato, Mr. Roboto.